Okay, so we're back. Okay, again, just trying to accommodate everything for everyone here. So, again, today we're going to work a little bit on some social training. So, solo training. I'm assuming everybody is home, mostly going to be alone. Or you might have somebody helping you, partner. So what I'm going to do here is go back to things that I used to do when I was training in competition, because back then I didn't have hardly any partners. I mean, up here in Saginaw, actually no partners. There wasn't anybody really trying to go for anything in Taekwondo around this area here. So I had to do a lot of training and figure out and make things on my own, so that way I could train and be prepared for a competition. Okay, so one of the things I was going to do here, but I actually had to use my stool in learning to practice the splits. First thing that you're going to do here, we're going to work on just this hip flexor. No, I need the sound down because it's going to give me feedback here. And practicing and strengthening this hip flexor here. So what you're going to do here, you're going to make sure that you're out in a position where you got a good 90-degree bend on the knee right here on the leg. This one, I want it straight up. So I don't want to be leaning forward. I don't want to be tilting. I don't want my hips pushing backwards at all. I don't want to be leaning backwards either. So all I'm going to do here on this one is tighten up the glute. Just squeeze that muscle there. Once you do that, you should feel that automatically pull over here. This should also let you know that sometimes if you wake up with a pain somewhere in your back, in your neck, your shoulder, your arm, something like that, a lot of times where the pain is specific is not at the point of the issue. It's usually somewhere else that is pulling, so you feel the pain in that specific spot. So that'll help you learn to navigate to find out where actual, muscle aches and pains come from. So just keep squeezing that here, and then you're going to relax it. Squeeze again, nice and tight, and relax. I'm going to turn the other way. Squeeze. Should feel that pull right here. Relax. Squeeze. Relax. Squeeze one more time, and relax. Okay, good. Up here, and we're going to go right down into that groin stretch right here. Yeah, we should be okay, I think. And then now back to the other side. You want to try to keep this base foot flat here and keep this leg totally straight out without turning your body, without leaning and sitting back. If I sit back, it might seem like, oh wow, I'm really flexible, I got all the way down, but really I lost the stretch. All my weight is behind me. I want to keep the weight in between my heels. So centered. This is where I'm going to get the stretch at. And then out to the middle. Push those knees outward. And okay, kick your legs out here. Now we're going to work still more on that hip here, because hip flexation is very, very, very important for Taekwondo. The kicking, the stretching, head level kicks, and for your reflex. Okay, so you're going to stand on one leg, stand on the right leg, pick up the left leg right behind you, and both hands. Now here you're grabbing your foot, flexing your foot kind of, pointed like a roundhouse kick position. So this way I'm stretching in my ankle and my shin at the same time. Pulling it up nice and tight. Now I don't want to lean forward or anything yet. That's something different. Okay, now switch it over. Pulling it up. Now there's two things you always focus on and make sure that you're doing while you're stretching. One is relaxing. Got to relax so that you're not too tensed up. And the other aspect you focus on is breathing, in the nose and out of the mouth. And they go hand in hand together, because breathing is going to help relax you. So pulling it up nice and tight. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing back on the other leg with my left leg again. But this time I'm going to reach back with only my right hand. So right hand to left foot. Now you can see it kind of pulls my leg off to the side a little bit. That's what you want. And then I'm going to take and pull that up. So it angles my knee and my thigh outward just a little bit differently. That's what I want. Pulling forward, pulling up, and then the other side. So left hand to right foot, right behind you. Grabbing in the same fashion. Oh, if you guys can see me here, just grabbing right up on the top of my foot. The tip of the toes, the better for the flexation, for the stretch. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll just quickly talk about the point of stretching and practicing your splits without the tool. I was going to use that stool here, but you can use anything really that is going to be about height, waist high. So what you do is you're going to walk over to it, and then you're going to take your leg, pick it up, and then just set it right on it. So if it's the back of a sofa, a chair, anything like that. If you can get that leg position, I'll just use against the wall right here. Fairly easy. See, that's about my waist height right there. If you can get that fairly easy with no pain, no discomfort, it might be tight. That doesn't mean you're not able to split, okay? But if you can get to this position here, that proves you're able to do the splits. The difference is I would need to be able to do this leg and that leg at the same time. That's where the tightness and problem comes in. That's where you practice stretching. So I would go over to the wall and the other leg. If I can get that one just as easy, see it's pretty level with my waist here. That means eventually if I practiced enough and did all the right stretches, did all the proper warm-ups, every day, morning, noon, and night, 3 times a day for stretching, if getting the splits is your goal, that's what you would have to do. Then that's what I would do here. Or this lets me know eventually I can get to the splits. Now, American splits are a little different. That's more on the Chinese split size. Can you take this camera and turn it towards me? You got to turn the camera. I mean, the light. Okay, just trying to get a little bit more light over here. Okay, so two aspects we're going to kind of work on today. We're going to work on combination. If you watched the video that I did earlier, just kind of reminding everybody about the live class today, I did a combination of a roundhouse kick, back kick. Okay, we're going to do a different combination today with the class, so that was just your Tuesday's tip. And then one of the biggest categories of exercise you can use to train with solo by yourself, you need very little equipment, just you, some motivation and determination, are agility drills. And we're going to work on some of those here today. And agility is anything for hopping, skipping, and jumping. Another area another category of exercise that fall into that agility drill would be plyometric exercises, and we're going to do some of those here today. They are going to be a little bit more higher paced. Not high level though, they're still going to be pretty entry level exercises. We've done these in class before. But I thought this would be a really good way to just get some energy out and then work and develop some skill at the same time. Okay, so first drill that we're going to work on here, kicking drill, is your basic fast kick, roundhouse kick combination. Now this seems very simple. I'm going to show you your fast kick right here. Okay, it's that skipping roundhouse kick. I move the back leg, then the front leg. Knee comes up and I snap my leg. If you want a little bit more details on this kick, I'm not going to detail these kicks very too much detail or too much depth, because if you want more details and teaching on this, you can go to the YouTube channel and find the fast kick there. I believe it's somewhere around yellow belt level. Fast kick, up, and then following that up immediately with your roundhouse kick, up, up. So that way you can transition very smoothly from one kick to the next kick, especially if you don't have a partner or anybody holding any targets for you. This is where that trick comes in of just kicking in the air, up, up. And making sure that you're well balanced and you're not doing stuff like this here and taking extra steps in between those kicks. You want to cut out as much unnecessary movement as possible. One of my favorite sayings that Bruce Lee used to have was, we as martial artists are like sculptors. We don't keep adding clay to our project, we chip away the inessentials until the truth is revealed. So that's what all techniques are about. Learning to strip down any unnecessary movement so that you don't have to do it and you're as sharp as possible. Okay, so where's the secret in this one? If you watch the video I did earlier, it's very similar to this in the sense of the footwork. So as I fast kick here, boom, once I land here, I'm going to kind of set up on my landing for an immediate takeoff or the roundhouse kick. If it's done in transition and done smoothly, a person wouldn't see that's what you're doing. So like I'm setting up for my second move. Boom, down, boom. So as my foot is going down, I'm already in position to start executing that roundhouse kick. That way I don't have to set up for it. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to stand up in front of your TV, or camera, or laptop, or tablet, phone, whatever you're using. We're going to do 10 sets of these. So 20 kicks on each leg, a total of 40. Okay, here we go. Ready? And what I really want you to focus on is not so much on the kick or the speed or the distance or power or height, nothing like that. That small transition in between. Okay, ready? And hop, hop, hop. Making it just as smooth as you can. Do it. Hop, hop. Set. Hop, hop. Net. Hop, hop. Das up. Hop, hop. Yes up. Hop, hop. You go. Hop, hop. You don't. Hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Last one on this side. Yo. Hop, hop. Okay, so now we're going to switch sides. Yep. And we're going to go all the way through. I want you to do it with me. Here we go. Hop, hop, hop. Do. Hop, hop. Set. Hop, hop. Net. Hop, hop. That's it. Hop, hop. Yes. Hop, hop. You go. Hop, hop. You do. Hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Last one. And you go. Hop, hop. And put her. Hop. Sure. So 40 kicks there on that one drill. So then we would progress, and if I was doing it on my own, you know, training, then I would do it moving up and down, you know, my space. Fortunately for me, I always had my Taekwondo school, so I always had room to move up and down some good distance here. So, again, wasn't really focusing on how high I was kicking, how fast or how far. I merely said that next step there would be the progression. What would you do after that? I still keep working with that same drill. I don't change it or start doing different kicks immediately. I keep going forward with another progression of that drill. Then, try to catch my breath here. Then I would pick it up and take it to the next step. And that would be, for those of you guys that know this kick, your fast double kick, which is this kick here. Fast kick, and then I'm going to jump and switch, double kick. Watch it again. Fast kick, hold the leg up, jump, switch, double kick. So this is what that looks like, quicker. Hup. Hup, hup. Other side. Hup, hup. Hup, hup. And doing these drills in the air is going to give you a lot more better realistic value of how you're actually executing your kicks. Because sometimes we can get a little bit, we can think our kicks are a lot better if we're hitting bags or hitting paddles or even doing a sparring drill, and you're hitting something because you have something that stops your momentum and your legs can kind of bounce off of it. When you're kicking in the air, you have nothing to stop you. So it's all kicks in the air. So that would be the next step that we would go on if we were doing like a long training session today. Okay, so again, fast kick, roundhouse kick combo. Boom. I want to position before I land. So that way that roundhouse kick can come up immediately. Nothing is there to stop it. Okay, so that is your kick combo. Again, if you want a little bit more details on each one of those kicks, go to the YouTube channel. And then there's the roundhouse kick and the fast kick. You can look at those. It's broken down a lot more in step-by-step process. Okay, so next we're going to get into our agility and then plyometrics. So here's what's